Y'all, what we thought was going to be a pretty abbreviated story with this Scottie Scheffler situation in Louisville, Kentucky, continues to snowball. Today, we see the Louisville mayor and police chief come out and make statements about the incident and revealing additional footage.
Transparency is incredibly important to our administration, to LMPD, to our community. Given the importance of transparency, we're releasing some information and some video today, as we committed to, following the tragic events and series of events that happened thereafter. To restate what we've already said, we are not aware at this time of any video footage which captures the initial interaction between LMPD and Mr. Scheffler. We are releasing today video footage at the time of Mr. Scheffler's arrest from 2 video cameras. One of those video cameras is a fixed pole camera that is from the other side of Shelbyville Road, and the other camera is from the dash cam of a police car. At the request of the county attorney's office, any additional video or evidence related to this case will not be released.
I want to put the disclaimer out there that I am not an attorney. Don't claim to be one. Don't play one on TV or on YouTube. However, I can see what my eyes can see. I think for the majority of us, we all came out of last weekend with the perception that we had an overzealous police officer, we had no body cam footage, and a misunderstanding of communication and just 2 parties that were not on the same page. Today, it looks like we see a doubling down from the Louisville Police Department, refusing to drop the charges, and sounds like they're going to proceed forward with their case with this amount of limited footage. Again, their officer was punished for not activating his body cam, as we have seen throughout law enforcement in several years. Louisville, not a great reputation overall about how they handle cases where their behavior is up for questioning. This situation that seemed like it could have had a nice happy ending and the parties move on without much damage going forward continues to be a story. Here we are a week later, or at least it'll be a week tomorrow, as of the posting of this video. And we're still talking about it. There's still developments. Scottie's attorney still with the impression that they are going to be fighting this in court and not making any concessions and deals along the way. Pretty solid defense early on and very strong statements coming from the Scottie Scheffler side of things, and really a soft case from all appearances from the Louisville PD side of things. We're going to have to just continue to see how this thing plays out over time. Do they drop the most serious charge, which is 2nd-degree assault of a police officer? There's criminal mischief. This is a misdemeanor. Reckless driving, and also disregarding traffic signals, which are all misdemeanors with the exception of that 2nd-degree assault of a police officer. Who the hell knows where this thing is going, but it's a hot mess right now, and we're just a week out. Scottie Scheffler. Let's talk about that bizarro scene on Friday morning. We were going back and forth about it. You know, I woke up thinking had to be some kind of joke or crazy. And it just did not make sense. You're thinking Scottie Scheffler,
Right.
This
Of all
this,
people.
salt of the earth, just pure guy, and getting arrested. And then, it's at least, got clarification quickly that it was on tournament grounds and it wasn't some overnight shenanigans that happened.
Right.
I hate the gratuitous part about having to say this, but unfortunately someone lost their life. A vendor or someone that was working the tournament, which caused the backup and just the confusion that led into this. So that's always unfortunate, but clearly people were on edge trying to get the situation handled. What are your thoughts around what happened? What were you thinking when you first saw the ESPN alert or the first Instagram post around Scottie getting arrested?
Yeah, well, I mean, I was already up. I mean, we had an event going on that morning, Friday morning, so we were pretty much watching it on TV as it happened, unfortunately. So we got the notification that breaking news, Scottie Scheffler was getting arrested. So we put the TV on. And of course, next thing you know, like all of the breaking news was coming out and all the reports. It was a whirlwind moment, for sure for Scotty, but for everybody that was watching and already up, because it was kind of like I mean, it was the rain was gonna be in the way, so you were worried about that. Is it gonna delay rounds and what was happening? And so like I think Scotty pretty much was thinking like, well, I still need to get in here to get to my tea time, not knowing that everything was going to get pushed back anyways. So I feel like
Yeah.
he really was just trying to, do his thing and get into the course. And whether there was a miscommunication or not, to my naked eye,
This
I really think it was just a dude with dad brain just really thinking he
you
was above the
you
situation.
you and this dad braid thing. I need you. You're gonna have to do you and dad braid. I don't even think it was that. I'm gonna keep it 100%. This is Louisville PD. They have a reputation. They're not great. Um, insert Breonna Taylor. They're not great. So yeah, all kinds of different things that have happened in that community that are not great as it relates to policing. Apparently, there's no body cam footage. All we get is the Jeff Darlington of ESPN's cell phone footage and some spotty stuff here and there. But the interaction prior
Thank
to
God he
that,
was on the scene.
right? How do we not have body cam footage available? Which it sounds like it's going to lead to these charges getting dropped. So apparently he's going to be arraigned on either Monday or Tuesday. But again, these charges likely are going to get dropped due to a lack of evidence and being able to corroborate the two different stories from Scotty's impression from one officer versus the officer that apparently jumped on the car. So interesting scene in Louisville. You could tell Scotty was running on adrenaline on Friday. Was
Yeah.
able to pull out a 66 as a result of that. But also, it seems like that he had a bit of a crash on Saturday as well. You can imagine, of course, the additional questions. I mean, yes, he's a new dad. I think I think what's his wife's name? Meredith is at home,
Meredith.
but um, so it's not like they're on site at the championship, but with all that stuff going on, having to fly his attorney into town and all the stuff that's surrounding this, that's exhausting. You're not able to just kind of go out there, do your job, play golf. So here
You
we
get a
are.
lot of stuff out of this channel, y'all. A little business knowledge, a little technical golf knowledge, a little BS in here and there. You're in a well-rounded environment. So
Absolutely.
uh hit that subscribe button, hit that membership button. We got you covered on all things golf.